You know, I'm in the car, she's feeling up on my neck, she's feeling up on my arms. I'm whispering, you know, sweet nothings in her ear, letting her know I'm a real Trini guy.
Welcome to the channel. We gonna get right into it. This is about the time that I got finessed. I'm saying the time, but it literally just happened. So basically, I met this girl, right? This woman, because we respect our queens here. So I met this woman on this Christian dating app, right? Because I myself, I'm a man of faith, but that's besides the point here nor there. So on this app, you know, we found out we had similar interests, we had chemistry, we even would pray together sometimes, which, you know, for me, is ticking all the flags. Like, all the flags are being ticked. So, boom, 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 things move forward. We're talking a couple months, and well, she lives in Jamaica. Right, that's something important that I really should have started off with. So she lives in Jamaica. Things are going well. I said, you know what? I'm gonna come to see you. So you know what I did? I bought a ticket for £600, 650 to be exact, a return ticket. And I live in the UK, so you know that was expensive. But that's besides the point. We're gonna circle back to that. So anyway, I fly to Jamaica the first time. You know, things are good. We're talking. You know, I'm in the car. She's feeling up on my neck. She's feeling up on my arms. I'm whispering, you know, sweet nothings in her ear, letting her know I'm a real Trini guy. Just in case you guys didn't know, Trini is short for Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm a Caribbean boy as well. So Trinidad and Tobago, Twin Island, we can get into that another time. But, you know, I'm sure now I'm a real certified lover boy. You know, the ones that Drake be talking about. Me, certified lover boy. So just imagine Drake and then imagine me, Drake, me living vicariously through Drake. So anyway, she's feeling me up, we talking, blah, blah, blah. We get to the Airbnb, things are going well. And things will go so well that I decided, you know what? I want to make you my girlfriend. So I asked her, I didn't get down on one knee because like, that's extra, you know? So I said, you know, we've been talking for 5 months. You know, I really like the person you are. I really like how this has developed. So, you know, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she was like, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend, that's fine. So yeah, she accepted, she wanted to be my girlfriend, I wanted to be her man, you know, Caribbean love. So anyway, that happened. And then the red flag started to show. So I came down to Jamaica, right? Take a guess how many dresses I brought this girl, this woman, this queen. Take a guess. I bought the girl 6 dresses, 6 articles of clothing with Great British pounds that I bought for my salary. You know what this girl did? She took the dresses home. She tried them on. The next day, she told me she didn't like them. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's a bit rude, but okay, you don't like them, cool. Do you know what this girl did the day I was leaving? She brought, this was after I made her my girlfriend, by the way. Shorty brought the dresses back and said, I don't like them. So, you know what? And then like, that really rubbed me the wrong way, right? So that's the first red flag. That rubbed me the wrong way. But I was like, you know what? She's Jamaican, different cultures. So I'll let it slide a bit. And then I came back to the UK. Shorty sent me a picture of like a shoe. I think it was like a Nike shoe or Puma shoe or something that she wanted. And in my mind, I was like, oh, so you sent me back the dresses because you wanted something else and you wanted to make me get something else. So you know what I sent her back? I was like, that's not even an issue. It was just how she did it. It was very rude and like I don't know anyone. I don't know what, like how some folks are brought up, but the way I was brought up, right, is if someone gives you a gift, you accept the gift, even if you don't want. If it's food, even if you don't eat from people, you accept the gift. You throw it away behind their back. When they leave the premises, you dig a hole somewhere in the backyard. You chuck that there. Or you put it in the bin, you know, whatever floats your boat. But you don't show disdain for gifts that people give you. And so anyway, that was the first red flag that rubbed me the wrong way. And then she sent me something else as to say, as if like it was very calculated why she rejected the 6 dresses that I bought her. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first red flag. The second red flag. So I discussed with this girl. I told her I didn't want kids in the beginning. And as we were, you know, talking, she would bring up kids here and there and I would dismiss it. And then it got to a point where I was like, hey, like, you really, you want kids. Like, you want kids. You don't just want kids, you want family. So, and I'll tell you guys the reason why I don't want kids, right? The reason I don't want kids, the way this world is crazy. Ukraine, I don't want to get yellow flagged, yellow marked. So I'm not going to mention the other things, but like, when you look on the news, the crimes that are happening, it's like, I feel like morally, unless like you're a millionaire, right? And even that's a stretch. I feel like morally, right? I feel like the reasons to bring kids onto this earth have to be very strong. Like, you're bringing somebody here to suffer, basically, unless you have the financial means. And, you know, I'm still studying part-time. I'm working full-time, but I'm still studying, you know, my postgraduate stuff as well. Just bought an apartment, so I've got that costs as well. I'm paying like this place I'm living in, I'm paying mad tax because it's in a nice-ish area. It's in a nice area. So, like, I'm telling Shorty all these things, and it felt like I realized it was going to one ear coming out the next. So to deal with that, I remember one day we were having a conversation. I was like, we can't have kids, right? And then she was like, oh no, she wants her family. She needs her family. Like, this girl was going very, like, vehemently. She was like, very strong. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me think about it. So I sleep on it, talk to my family, talk to my mom. My mom is like, you know what, Christian, sometimes you gotta compromise. Life, relationships are about give and take. That's true. So I said, you know what? I'll give you one. I'll give you a little junior. I'll give you a little junior, you know? A little Christian. So my name is Christian. Give you a little Christian junior. She was so vehemently opposed to that. And then she comes back a couple of days later, and then she was like, you know what? I was thinking about it, and I could do one. And I was like, because I was literally gonna break up with her then, right? Because like, kids are very important, and the way she was acting, like, I know those feelings. Like, when you feel very strongly about something, those feelings don't just go. So I was like, I don't believe that you have just changed your mind that quickly. And then she like reassured me, no, I thought about it, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I know people don't get over things like that quickly. So anyway, things that they feel that strong about that quickly. So anyway, the relationship keeps going. And then there was a third red flag. This is like 2 months after I came back from that first trip to Jamaica where we met. So I can't remember what we were talking about, but take a guess. What is it that women are looking for these days? Money. So Shorty came to me. Well, we were talking about something, I can't remember what it was. And then she was like, hey, also, before I say this, I used to send her a little money here and there for some things. Like, we would be talking and she would mention, oh, she was a doctor, right? Well, she is a doctor. And, where she works, it's a hot climate. So, sometimes, like, she would tell me, like, oh, it's real hot, we don't have a fan, blah, 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 blah. Bro, a fan is nothing to me. Like, I get down on Amazon for like £30 or something. So I sent her the money to buy a fan. I would send her money to buy like certain, like if she would express something to me, I would send her the money to do it, right? Or to help out. Even though I'm not Mr. Rich, I'm building myself, I've got a very good job studying. I can't tell you guys what the job is because it involves the powers that be, the people who run the country, etc. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, we were talking about something and then money came up and then she was like, oh, Christian, next time you send money, you should send this amount. I looked at her, I said, I had to process, because the audacity, I had to process in my mind. I was like, what do you mean? Because we're dating. As far as I know, I didn't put a ring on. I didn't put a ring on it. So I was a bit confused about the audacity she was coming with. So she was like, I was like, so she doubled down. She's like, yeah, Christian, you have to put a ring on it. And I was like, not a ring on it. She doubled down. She was like, yeah, Christian, you have to send more money. And I was like, what do you mean I have to send more money? Like, I said, first of all, we're not even living together. What am I sending you money for? Am I sending you money, like, to pay you to be in my life? One. Am I sending you money for, like, what am I sending you money for? I help out, right? But I told her this. I said, you're a grown woman. I said, first of all, you should be able to take care of yourself. I said, taking care of yourself is a bare minimum. She didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. But when you tell people the truth, they don't like it. But I had to tell her that because it's like, I don't understand. I really didn't understand where she was coming from. And then thirdly, I said, are you a prostitute? Nah, I didn't tell her that because I didn't tell her that. Like, I ain't I didn't tell her that. But guys, do not do that. Don't tell. No matter how wrong she is, don't ask her if she's a prostitute, if she's begging for money. But she was begging, basically. That's basically what it was. And that was the third red flag, and that's when I should have dipped. But I stayed. So guys, yeah, we reached like 11 minutes. And I'm trying to get minutes, trying to make videos. So what I'm gonna do is stay tuned for the part 2. I'm gonna tell you how it all ended and what happened in our second trip. So I went back to Jamaica in April last month. And I'll tell you guys how that went. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching the story. There's more to come, more drama, more bacchanal. My sisters, my mother was telling me, Christian, that girl is no good. She's blah, 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 blah. And me like a dummy wasn't listening. So you're gonna hear from them next video as well. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.